All right, Jared. So, victory here today for the U.S. Championship. I mean, what was the goal to? What was the time goal just coming in here?
Well, it kept changing as the temperatures fluctuated.
Right.
You know, I think training, I was getting excited about getting in that 210, 211 range.
Right.
But you just have to play the weather, and so when it starts getting hot like this, you adjust your timing and kind of just made a race out of it, which makes it fun. You know, it ends up being a true championship race instead of a time trial when the weather's like this a little bit. And so yeah, I think time goals kind of go out the window when it gets hot.
First thing happens is Ryan Hall goes out with the international field. What was going through your head when you saw that happen?
Well, he's the real deal, and if he hits on a day, then he's going to run that, and there's nothing you can do whether you go with him or not. And so, for me, especially training in Utah where it's a little cooler, you just play conservative and get excited when you see him coming back.
What was the toughest part of the course today with the weather and all that?
Certainly at the end when it started getting hot. The end of the marathon is rough. But yeah, starting about mile 20, it was make it to the next water station and just keep praying and wait on that second wind and count on LA to give you the adrenaline to get through it.
With winning the U.S. Championship here, you actually kind of earned a spot for the World Championship team. Has that kind of been in your plans, or have you discussed that at all yet with your coach?
Sure, yeah, that's certainly in the deck of cards, and I don't know exactly what we'll look to do this fall. With the trials marathon coming up shortly after. But yeah, it's certainly something that we'll strongly consider. I've never been on a world team before, so it would be fun to represent America. Are
we going to see you back on the track in this outdoor season?
That's also up in the air. We've debated hopping on the track for a 10K, but we'll just kind of have to see how recovery goes and what the schedule looks like. So
we saw you on the track. I mean, pacing a few teammates here at Seattle and all that. So how much track work did you actually do as part of the training here?
Coach gets us on the track quite often just to keep that speed, and I think it's a critical part of his program, an intricate part of his program. And I think that works well for me. And so yeah, I do stay on the track. We get on for hard mile repeats, hard 800s, and that's part of the training. And so yeah, I think I could be track ready.
So the first shot you had at the marathon was in Chicago while you were still in school. Then after that, we had U.S. Championship last year, and third time's finally the charm. You get the victory. So I mean, now that you've had 3 chances of it, I mean, where do you see yourself as kind of in your transitioning into the marathon?
Yeah.
Is it all complete? Yeah.
Well, no, there's always more to learn, and especially when on an American front, you're competing with veterans that are very good. And so, I certainly have a lot to learn, and look forward to some races with some of those guys and learning from them, watching them, and becoming a better marathoner.
Where do you see yourself now, kind of in the mix for those trial spots? Because I mean, it seems like all 3 spots are up in the air.
Well, maybe so, but there's certainly a lot of talent.
Yeah.
And so, I'll just go and get myself as ready as I can and see what happens. I don't like to think too far ahead, so focus on the races in front of me and just staying fit and having fun with it. And then as we get closer in training and stuff, we'll start assessing where we think we can end up.
Now, a year from now, the trials will be in February, but they'll be here with how the course was today and all that. How do you think the course plays into that marathon selection?
Well, you get to experience LA.
Yeah.
The course will be different, but the fans will be there just the same. And so now I'm thrilled to come back to LA and roll it again next year.
But for trials, do you think does it make it a little bit more of a factor when it comes to everyone else and?
Well, just like having the experience of running here. I say a little bit just for running in LA. Like I said, we'll be on a different course. But yeah, it was fun to come out here and check out how things are. And I love it.
Awesome.
So I'm excited.
Awesome. Well, congrats again.
Thank you.